Okay, today we're going to Garita, Rancho Garita. I got a phone call going. We're going to Rancho Garita, and we're coming off of Highway 12. We went west out of Trinidad. This is County Road 41.7. It's also called Sarcillo Canyon Road. And we're going to look at some tracks up here. And this is the beginning video that I'm going to use for several tracks in Garita. So please take a look at the other ones that I have. They're anywhere from 5 to 15 acres. One of them has a cabin on it. And I'm going to show you a little bit of the drive as we go up here. All these tracks are about 25 minutes out of Trinidad, Colorado, and I just left a small mom and pop grocery store that's only about a mile behind me here, and got gas and some breakfast. And I'll be videoing the tracks, taking pictures, and flying my drone over them, and I'll keep showing you clips of the drive as we go up to these properties. Okay, now we're about a couple miles up Sarcillo Canyon, where we're going to come to the turnoffs to go into Garita. Is only about 7 miles up, and you can see you have pavement all the way to very close to the entrance of Garita. After you come up County Road 41.7, oh, I don't know, this is about 5 miles. And then it turns to county maintained graveled road. And okay, we're almost to Garita North. We'll be taking a right up here. After you leave the cattle guard, or across the cattle guard, come off the pavement, it's about 3-4 miles up here to take a right to go into Garita North. And there's a pond up here that gives you a good reference. And then there's a sign where you take a right as well. And we're going to go into Garita and look at some property in there, in that part of Garita. Now this is pretty here. This is a good reference point. You can see the pond over here to the right. And then you're going to Garita North, where you turn into it. It's just right up here, about another half mile. And the Spanish Peaks, they look really big when you're not videoing. So just right up over this hill, we'll take a right. Okay, yeah, that Spanish Peak, I'm not going to zoom in. If I zoom in, it's on the video, it's usually about 5 times as small than what you see when you're here. And there's a sign. Rancho Garita North, County Road 30.1, and that sign there, you go just about 4 or 5 miles up the road and you're at the 4,000 acre wildlife area. Good hunting in there, or hiking. Okay, so we just came off of Sarcillo Canyon Road there, and once you cross this cattle guard, you come into Garita North. And then there's a fire station right up here, and it's a good reference point to find properties here. Most of the roads are marked, all the roads actually are, with good road signage. And I'll show you the firehouse when we get up here. It's only about another mile or so. Okay, we come over this hill and we're going to come to the firehouse. So that's a nice thing about Garita. Got a volunteer fire department right here. Helps with insurance costs. On our way to Garita lot 243, you'll see the firehouse here. Like I've shown you. Maybe I didn't, but you'll see the firehouse. So you stay right at the firehouse. And just go back in here about another 1.5 miles, and then we're going to take a left on a field. Okay, we just drove about a mile and a half from the firehouse. We're going to take a left onto Arrowhead Drive. There's a road sign here, and we're going to be going back on the top, back up here. There's another left we're going to take. I'll show you that right up This here. Is a left-hand turn we're going to take. Next one, about a half mile past the one we just took, and this is called Silver Pines Drive. It says 2 Elk Run and Columbine. Now we're going to go about another couple miles up here to the property. So you just stay on the main road. Don't take a left there. That goes to other tracks. And we've only gone about a half mile since our last left-hand turn. We just stay on this road. Oops. We have one steeper portion as far as getting up to this property. Well, you're only 25 minutes from town, and it's not bad. Most of the year you could do this with a front-wheel drive vehicle. Okay, once we get to this point, the beginning of lot 243 is going to be right in here. There's really neat rock outcroppings and formations on this property. See, it leads down into a gentle valley. And we're going to be about right in the center of the property with got this little drive coming into it. And you have views of the mountains around you. And this is about as far as the drive is going to go, I believe. It has a little turnaround. Actually, the drive goes in a little turnaround. So you can. I just want to show you the aerial map that I have on my site. We drove up from this direction, and then we've come in to about right up in here to this site that we've driven into. So I'm going to hike around a little bit, and then I'm going to fly my drone over all the property to show you what it looks like. Okay, so we came in from this direction off this drive that the owner built. Some trees piled up here. We'll walk out to the boulders and the sandstone formations. I'd come a little bit further out here. You can see all the way. This is looking to the southeast, this direction. So it's basically a south-facing slope property. You've got a lot of room around up in here. And the property goes over that direction to almost that tree line that you see right there. You can see the Sangre de Cristos mountaintops this direction. I can see the Spanish Peaks behind me, or to my right. They look about that big when you're here. You're about halfway to the mountains. There's the West Spanish Peak. It's back up in there. You got some really neat sandstone formations and things in here. I just walked a little bit further out. So it comes down in this canyon a little bit. About 50 yards that direction. The property line goes south. This is south, what we're facing here now. Not a lot of properties with a lot of sandstone formations like this one. And it's not real rough going down in here and hiking around and stuff. There's a neat rock face right over there. So I think I'm going to walk over there and get on that point. This is neat in here. And there's plenty of room up here too to do things. These rocks make great foundations for things if you wanted to build something. This is looking southeast back towards Trinidad. Let's go down to that rock point. That's pretty cool. Like I say, the land goes over there almost to that other ridge where the tree line's at. Yeah, some big boulders you have to climb down and around. It's down here, come down in here in this little valley. Like it's not real steep. This is north, this direction where we drove in from. Okay, we're just making our way. I'm gonna try to climb on top of that. Alright. Pretty in here. Okay, I'm coming around the left-hand side of that big boulder face. See if I can get up on top of the rock without having to climb too much. So the southern boundary line cuts along, about along that bottom. I want to get up there. Okay, I came around. We came from the north. Gonna hop up here. That's the boulder we were looking at from up there, this direction. There's nothing connecting it, so I'm not gonna try to climb up on that. We just came off of that rock there. There's like just neat sandstone formations. We came from that direction. Come over here to the eastern side of the property. We're walking east now. I know what I'm gonna do next is so you got some gentle land down in here. What I'm gonna do next is go up and fly my drone over the property and try to keep it within the boundary lines. Okay, we came up from down there. This is looking towards the east. Heading back up to the truck to fly a drone. You can see the Sangre de Cristo mountaintops over that direction. And yeah, there's my truck. We're coming back to my truck. This would be a great spot right here to do something.